Service learning is an instructional strategy that engages students in meaningful learning experiences and authentic service to their communities. Students ask, how can I, as an ethical and global citizen, make a positive impact in the community? Service learning is more than community service. It's a dynamic inquiry process. Student reflection and choice drive the process and allow students to develop their learning beyond the classroom. Through service learning, students explore their interests and career goals. There are 6 elements of true service learning. Service learning is authentic.
You can only get so far by learning in the classroom, right? Relating that experience to real-world situations is of the utmost importance. And the only way that you do that is by going out within the community, interacting with members of the community, taking their experiences and learning from them, and then applying that knowledge into your own experiences going through life.
But we really ask students to look around and study real-world problems and to help investigate and devise solutions.
Through research and investigation, students identify a relevant need in the community.
I did a ton of research on it, and I kind of just realized, like, this is really interesting. This is something that I want to do when I'm older. And so I think that was kind of the moment where I realized that it's like, this is something that I can make into a career.
When you do it in a school setting, it's kind of part of the learning process, and it makes it all incorporated.
Service learning is intentional.
This is not just something that we do in class, we're actually making a difference in our communities.
I think one of the things is in their learnings, in their program of studies, learning more about what's happening in the real world, and then taking that knowledge and applying it on a day-to-day basis within their local communities is what service learning is all about.
Students research and make a plan, along with community stakeholders.
It lets me know that I can make the problems in my community less severe for those who encounter them, because I can take action.
I learned so much about my students and also what's going on in their lives and what's important to them. So when students choose a topic for their letter to a legislator, for example, they often choose things that are directly linked to their life, and then when they write that letter, they feel the attachment to the content and the community, and it just brings everything alive. It's inspiring, it is.
Service learning connects with the curriculum.
We said, put in service learning somehow into your content. You get to choose how. Some teachers decided, for the science teachers, they said, we have a lot of social issues that actually relates to science. So the kids had to find, from the beginning of the year, they had to pick something that meant something to them and then relate it to science.
Through the meaningful learning experience of service learning, students become ethical and global citizens. When service learning is integrated into the curriculum, students can see how their personal interests and career goals relate to the content.
It really provides a whole nother level to the learning, and it gives you new depth. It allows you to connect it to your personal life and your personal interests, because you can write or take action about problems that really matter to you.
For example,
the kids all had to pick a country and decide, why is this a prosperous country? Looking at it from global hunger, what does the data show about each country, and how many kids go to bed hungry? What that did for me, when the kids were doing their reflection, so many kids were surprised to find out that in America, so many kids go to bed without food. And so when we did the Hunger Games, the kids knew exactly that within our community there were so many kids, and so they didn't feel like, oh, we're just helping some people there.
Service learning is reflective.
It does involve a little bit of risk-taking, but the thing is that it allows us teachers to be learners too. The more that they can talk about their involvement, that our students can go and investigate programs, investigate problems, reflect on that, and report that back, can make a big difference.
Students reflect throughout the process of service learning in order to gain a deeper understanding of the curriculum and of their impact in the community.
It's a great way to actively participate in activities that improve the community, and gives me an outlet to do things that change the problems that arise in the place that I live.
It impacts me as a global and ethical person, because it makes my knowledge expand more than it used to be.
They know who they're helping it's not some random things they're doing and counting the hours. They actually know how that impacts them and impacts our community.
Service learning is impactful.
It is a natural fit for what true learning should look like, because we want to go beyond the classroom to help students make connections and make things real, and you're not going to be able to do that if you don't tap into their real life, and you just learn so much more about kids, and it becomes their favorite aspect of the classroom, and you build community, and it just brings everything together.
Through action, which includes direct service, indirect service, or advocacy, students explore interests and career goals while contributing to solutions that benefit the community.
Just putting yourself out there and being a risk taker and involving yourself with the community, because it makes you a better person and it makes you a happier person, because once you get in it, you just become more positive, and there's positive energy surrounding you and surrounding the peers around you.
It's about helping people and learning more about yourself in the process, and knowing that when you help other people, it makes an impact, and it's like a visible impact. You get to see it happen right in front of you.
Service learning is applicable.
With career exploration, service learning exposes students to a wide variety of different problems, organizations, groups that they can be involved with and that they can investigate and learn more of. But getting them to investigate a real problem and devising a real solution and reflecting upon that can be really powerful.
Students demonstrate how they will use what they have learned through service in the community and in the future.
It helps you pick out what you want to do in the future, definitely, and it helps you to grow and want to do things outside in your community and even in your school and just with your family and friends, and it helps you want to change stuff and make things better.
At the end, they're seeing, how did this unit help me know that I can actually solve this problem using the framework of science?
And if you know that you can take a stand against the problems, then you can really make a difference.
Service learning allows students to develop their learning beyond the classroom.
Dare to take that first step, and the rest is all downhill after that.
I have faith and I have hope that these kids will eventually change the world as we know it.